wait till y'all hear what I say today. I don't know, this might get me in trouble like every other day, but let's go. The thoughts, views, and opinions shared in the Flow Show No Filter are for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a professional. I'm just good. Happy Monday. Monday. Y'all know Monday is always the day we gotta give it to Monday because Monday try to try to bring us down and we gotta fight through a Monday. So every Monday is a fight. Our goal is to get to Friday, and you know how we do. So much happened over the weekend. Shout out to the morning crew. Uh, all our Apple and Spotify listeners, you are welcome to join us live at 7:30 a.m. Eastern, live on my YouTube channel, or join us live at noon on my YouTube channel for the lunch crew. You are more than welcome. A great group of people. You'll love it. Everybody who has popped in on the live show, they love the chat. They love the people. They love it, the whole camaraderie. And it's good and it's cool to be able to talk to some of the people in real time. These cases are crazy. Diddy is unhinged, bro. Him and his legal team, especially since the one guy done left, Rico. Not the charge, Rico, the lawyer of Diddy. He gone. And they got some new. Remember, I told y'all that it seems like from the very beginning, I've been saying like Diddy is running his own defense, and it seems like they're just throwing stuff against the wall, hoping something will stick. It's like throwing a bunch of Hail Marys, and we're gonna talk about it. Also, the Jay-Z and Tony Busby situation is just done got completely out of control, out of hand, and it really shows us the importance of platforms like this and all my other truth tellers out there, Tisa Tales, who else out there? There's a lot of people out there that Sean Atwood or whatever his name is. Like, it's a lot of platforms that are bringing the truth, and it's not the easiest thing to do because they don't want it out here. But this Tony Busby and Jay situation is showing me how much control the elites and the powerful have over the typical media because the back and forth that's going on, and we have real live media outlets that are reporting stuff that people like Tony Busby are coming out saying they just flat out lies, and then they come over receipts. We got to go over all of that today. So the Tony Busby and Jay-Z thing, I remember the second it got started, I told y'all it was going to be a heavyweight crazy fight, and it is not disappointing to this point. I don't even believe every time you think, okay, it's quiet now on the Tony Busby Jay-Z home front, and then next thing you know, boom, some crazy new news. So we gotta talk about that. Also, towards the end of the show, I got some information on the Irv Gotti situation from his brother. I want to share that with you guys. But first and foremost, I definitely want to thank everybody who subscribed on Friday and over the weekend. I told you guys that I got some good access, and I'm gonna have the exclusive Diddy info. And I told you all, don't wait to the last minute next month or so because the subscription prices will go up because the Diddy info I'm gonna be flying out there. I just got word that um, I pretty much will have access inside the courtroom, which is great news. I got that information over the weekend, but that involves me flying to New York and doing this and doing that. So it's going to be great content that only I'm going to have. Um, I was told that it's of course, no phones and all that because of recording. So I'm gonna have to take notes on paper. I haven't took real notes on paper since I was in school. I mean, I take notes for the show, But taking notes for my show versus taking notes from a courtroom on a long case and you there all day, that's gonna be something else. So, like I said, I always look out for my day ones and let y'all know that don't wait. Don't wait another month or two to subscribe. Get it right now. And if you on a tight budget, get the $3 one. Like I told you, I promised y'all that all my day ones and people who subscribe before that trial come up, you got access and whatever your subscription you have will be good enough. You won't have to pay more or not. So get it now. Don't wait because what I don't want to hear is when that time comes, people complaining about the subscription price because it's to access, you already know, New York access to Diddy courtroom. That's gonna cost, but it's worth it. And I will be there. I ain't never scared. And then also, if I have time, I'm gonna try to squeeze in what the heck is going on with Stevie J, Diddy's right hand man, who keeps popping up on my Instagram, getting on my nerves at this point now. Um, like he won't smoke, and like nobody's paying Stevie J no attention. Like you're not even worth my time. But I want to tell y'all that story because he started to get on my nerves now. And Stevie J, nobody is worried about you, bro. You and your guys be in, y'all was in studio, all guys writing R&B songs, and then we all done been busted with 1,000 bottles of baby oil. I'm not about to be scared of you, bro. So stop it. I just don't like talking tough in comments. I try to keep it respectful because I think it's corny to talk tough in comments because what you can't do nothing. So of course anybody could talk tough. But straight up, bro, I don't give it. I don't care about no ain't nobody stopping me from saying what I want to say. So he can quit all them riddles and man, you better watch your back and all that, man. Stevie J, just go back in the studio with all them guys and go get back with your baby or and y'all get back under them red lights and get to writing your R&B, bro. Leave me alone, man. I'm from Cleveland. We don't respect none of that. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna get more into the story later on because y'all know I'm getting riled up this time. Because I'm not the one. Like I'm cool, calm, I smile because I'm content in my life and I'm good with everybody. But I'm not the one to come at me, bro. I've come and you watch my show, I come at big dogs. I skip over to Stevie J's of the world. So I really think Stevie J just keep coming to my page because he needs some clout or something. Because ain't no fear. You can look in my eyes. I ain't fearing nobody. So I just want to take 2 seconds to say that out loud because I don't do that comment tough talk stuff. I tell you what you need to know. But I like to for you to hear it from my mouth to your ears. Anybody, not even Stevie J, anybody. I'm not the one. Leave me alone. But I'm gonna explain to you what Stevie J got going on. Let me get back in podcast mode. I apologize to y'all, but you know, I'm gonna let y'all know everything that's going on. Transparency is the best. So shout out to everybody who subscribed. I really, really appreciate it. And of course, you know, I'm gonna shout y'all out in the middle of the show. Please chat. Don't let me forget to shout out our subscribers. You know, they are the ones holding this show down. And like I said, you see me beefing with right hand man to Diddy. You gotta subscribe. I'm the real truth teller. I don't give a damn what nobody say. If you can't subscribe to me, I don't know who you gonna subscribe for. I'm out here risking. Y'all know Stevie J. He on my page all the time. Why? Because I will say whatever need to be said. And he wish he could shut me up, but he can't, and it can't nobody else. So it is what it is. Let me get back to the flow show, no filter. Get back in my mode, y'all. But you know, I love when I ain't told nobody. I wait till I get to this microphone where I could talk to my community, my subscribers, and all the people that hold me down. I ain't really told nobody this story, so I'm telling it to y'all. So excuse me if I was a little riled up, but he really kind of pissed me off because we already talked about this, and then here he come again. Like, ain't nobody scared of you. So let me get into this, y'all. So that what I'm gonna talk about first is what Diddy's lawyers, and I should say Diddy, because he really is the lawyer. They work for him. We should call Diddy's legal team his assistants, because that's how they work. That's why the one guy left. amongst other reasons. And we're gonna get into that too. It's another rumor going around about why Rico left. We're gonna get into that too. It's a lot today, y'all. So let's get to this Diddy. We spent more. That 5 minutes was 5 minutes I can't get back talking about Stevie J funny looking stuff. So let's get into this article. So Diddy's team, like I told y'all, he been trying to throw everything against the wall to see with his stick. So now he just done threw something new against the wall. The definitely I will get to that. Amy, that question, I'll get to that after I finish the actual podcast, when I kick it with y'all. And I address that. Make sure I don't forget because y'all know I will forget, and I want to answer your question, Amy. Um, so the article is from ABC News. Uh Diddy's, and it's entitled Diddy's Lawyers Challenge Search Warrants Aim to Suppress Evidence in a New Filing. This filing came in like last night, y'all. I had planned on doing some other stuff for the exclusive content yesterday. And next thing I know, a bomb hit me. And so I had to put in some work last night and see what the heck going on. I'm not used to these filings in the middle of the night and all of this. It's like with this new internet and how they file now, you never know when a motion will be filed. They file them 24/7. So basically, Diddy is trying to get a lot of the information that the feds got from the raids. He's trying to get that tossed, like suppressed and removed, and also he wants to have a hearing for it to talk about what he feels that the prosecuting feds did wrong or whatever. So I just give you a little summary. We're gonna get into it exactly from the article, and then I'm gonna give it to you verbatim, courtesy of ABC News. Aaron Katersky is the writer. So it reads, evidence federal prosecutors obtained through searches of Sean Diddy Combs' home in Los Angeles and Miami and elsewhere must be suppressed because the warrants that authorized those searches were unconstitutional, defense attorneys argued Sunday in a new court filing. The defense argued the warrant applications for the Diddy's houses, iCloud accounts. Now, make a note of that iCloud accounts because I'm gonna come back to that. But they said Diddy's house was iCloud accounts, phones, of course, keep a note of that, and hotel room were overboard, excluded facts that could have been favorable to Combs and presented a grossly distorted picture of reality. So what they're saying, which is weird to me, but they're saying that basically the information that they recovered doesn't tell both sides of the story, is what they're saying in a sense. They're saying that the things that were recovered, like from his iCloud accounts, from his phones, and things of that nature, they're saying that they without context, they make it look worse than what it is, basically. I told you they trying anything, y'all. I know y'all probably at home like, huh? I mean, that could be anybody. Anybody that gets a charge can say the evidence that you found uh excludes facts that may make sense to this stuff. I mean, like that's like a defense that anybody who ever caught a case before in their life could use. But we will continue. The heavily redacted defense motion does not publicly reveal the specifics of what prosecutors allegedly omitted, but said the warrant applications eliminated important context that the magistrate judge who approved them should have seen, including about a certain witness that the defense contended had reason to fabricate and embellish. I'm going to tell you who I think this is, who they're talking about as we continue, but this is someone we all might know if I'm correct. And then they go on to say, "But it worked," meaning basically they're saying the feds or the prosecution or whatever you wanna call them tricked the, government into giving them warrants, and they said, "But it worked." The government got its warrants, leaked damaging information, and then executed its military-style raids at the Combs residence. Defense attorneys also said in the filing here, rather than giving the reviewing magistrate a fair summary, the government hid evidence to bolster its case. So again, he's saying that the government collected evidence and only showed the evidence that made their case look good and didn't show evidence that would make Diddy look good. This is what prosecutors do. They're not defense. That's why you have a prosecution team and you have a defense team. Prosecutors prosecutes, defense. Now, let's go on though. I mean, this is the true definition of throwing whatever you can against the wall and see what will stick. But let's go on. The defense said some of the most salacious details recounted in the search warrant applications came from an unnamed producer whose accusations were never credible. Now, in this article and in the legal filing paperwork, they are talking about they call the producer one. And from context clues, producer one, in my humble opinion, is Lil Rod. Now, if you don't remember Lil Rod, let me give you a quick little reminder. Lil Rod was the one who came forward, the producer that said he worked with Diddy, and he came forward around the time right after Cassie. He detailed how Diddy would be in the bathroom, like naked, doing meetings with them, just all kind of like weird stuff. And also said that Diddy would send them when they were in Miami, would send them out to get uh, workers, sex workers, uh, amongst all kind of things. He even said he was on a boat, and I think he said something to the effect of Cuba Gooding Jr. was filling them up or doing some type of essay assault on them, and just a lot. A lot came from Little Rod, and I believe from the context clues of the filing, producer one is Little Rod. Just to let you know who they probably talking about, because I don't know what other producer they will be talking about. But what producer one told investigators is redacted, meaning they blacked it out on the filing, so we can't see it. But it also said he relayed stories about his time working with Combs. That's all they said. Blacked out what he actually said. I looked at the actual court file. The actual court filing said a lot, but they had so much blacked out. That's how you know they're just trying. Why are you blacking out? You're blacking it out because you don't want the public to know what he said or to repeat it. So let's continue, y'all. The motion said the government doesn't plan to call producer one to testify. Meaning, so if they don't, so what the defense is saying in this motion is, if the government, aka the prosecution, does not feel like they're gonna call this person to testify, yet they use them to get the search warrant, then the defense is arguing that doesn't make sense. So this motion sought to suppress all the evidence obtained through these searches or grant a hearing to examine the government's conduct in obtaining these warrants. So this motion is looking for one of two things: either get rid of all that evidence from the raid, which would have been the iCloud and the phone, which is going to sink Diddy, and I'm going to get back to that after I get through this article. Or they also are calling for, if you don't suppress it, we need a hearing to talk about it. As you know, Combs has pled guilty to racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and prostitution charges. And these accounts are based on at least so far 3 women. And the defense has argued that at least one of those women, which would be Cassie, was a willing participant in the alleged freak-offs and not a coerced participant, as the prosecutors suggested. That's a lot. But you know what this tells me? See, we all have phones. I got a phone right here. Y'all see, I put all my notes. Our phone has become our diary, has become the key to everything. The phone knows more about us than we know about ourselves. That's why you see people, we guard our phone, we put codes on our phone, or, our banking information is in there, our text messages, our emails, our voice notes, even when you think you delete it, it's still on your iCloud. So the feds got in that iCloud. And if you remember, at the very, very beginning of all this, when they got the information, they had been trying to get in the iCloud and were having issues. So apparently they were able to get into that iCloud. And this is me speaking, but I believe that iCloud has sunk Diddy. I believe that iCloud and the phone has sunk Diddy, because if you remember, the whispers are that that was a freak off going on that tape. So many people are caught in the fact that saying that, well, Diddy isn't being prosecuted or charged with putting his hands on Cassie. So they try to point to that as, so that's the only evidence that we believe, and it's not, that's not what he's being charged with or whatever. Well, the word on the street, and if you read through the tea leaves of these filings, is there was a freak off going on during that situation. And there was a male sex worker who was in the hotel room allegedly when all this was going down, and that is why Cassie was fleeing, because it was a freak off she didn't want to be a part of. Diddy was trying to force her, and this when all happened. That is why the the uh the footage is relevant, not just because it shows Diddy being a monster, putting his hands on Cassie and being a domestic fool, but that particular incident, there was a sex worker in the hotel room. We just never saw that person on camera, which is one of the reasons why I've been telling y'all that this case, people talking about, well, where's the evidence? Da 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 da. We ain't seen nothing yet. Y'all know how much evidence? I would think we probably been privy to about, at most, 20% of the evidence. At most, 20% of the evidence. When this case comes out, when this case starts, we are going to find out who was in that room, who was in that hotel room that night, what was said, what was done. We're going to have a third party witness, which would be that sex worker, going to speak to, did Cassie, was it something she didn't want to do? We're going to hear about everything that went on. And it's just coincidence that that one attorney left, Mr. Rico. That's his last name. It's confusing to people when you say Rico. They think you're talking about the charge. We're talking about that attorney that just said, I defended Osama bin Laden. I can't even defend Diddy. That's basically what that lawyer just said, because he was known for defending Osama bin Laden before. And he didn't walk away from Osama bin Laden. He had to walk away from Diddy. You get that? He had to walk away from Diddy. He didn't walk away from Osama bin Laden. So it's getting real. It's getting even realer than I said. And I've been telling y'all how real it's about to get. It's going past what I was saying but it's just, isn't it funny? isn't it ironic and isn't it funny that the minute the attorney gets off the case, now they come with all this. They trying to get the iCloud and the phone and all this stuff thrown out. Who knows what's on there? There are different reasons that people are saying that attorney left, and I'm gonna get into one of them in a second. But people, it's just funny. What did they find on that iCloud? What did they find on that phone? What made that attorney leave? And then also, soon as he left, now they come forward with trying to get everything from the raid thrown out. Now they didn't. Now they had plenty of time to do this, but all of a sudden they come to this. They come up with this scenario now. So we're looking at a man who's willing to try anything, as we can see. We're looking at a man who had an attorney who defended some of the most controversial, for lack of better words, bad people, monsters. But he had to walk away from Diddy's case. And we're going to get into one of the reasons that have went viral that explain maybe why he walked away from this case. Before I get into that, let me stop for a second and say show my appreciation to the recent subscribers. I've been a Friday and Thursday last week. I kind of told y'all that we need to get our subscriptions up. I kind of warned people that stuff will be going up once this Diddy trial came. I even have, matter of fact, I have a correspondent who is known for being in these courtrooms and handling all these cases. They've been doing it for quite some time. They are well known in the industry. They will be a correspondent for us. So we will have first person account of everything that's going on in the Diddy courtroom, which is huge news. And this is a person that I've had a relationship with from back when I was younger and I was in the industry and they were doing their thing. They were in the publicist world and they were in the media world back then. And the media has grown and grown, and it's just somebody that I have a real relationship with. And it's crazy because I was just fooling around on Instagram trying to figure out how to go live with my streaming software. So I wasn't even on there for like to be talking to nobody. I was just on there practicing. And he popped into my live, and then we just got to talking. Next thing we know, I told him I'd hit him up when I got off live. He just came from the ASAP Rocky case. He covered that case. I'm talking about, when I say cover, in the courtroom, on scene, all the time. That's how he does it. And he's basically like family to me. He was around when all the Floyd and when I had all the drama with Floyd and 50 Cent and all that was going on. He was my publicist then. So that's where the relationship comes from. But yeah, so over the weekend, I got amazing news, but it was so much news, it kind of overshadowed the amazing news that I'm going to be like, and not just me, this is our thing. This is the Flow Show, No Filter. Everybody who's a part of this movement, we are going to be one of the few podcasts or platform that are going to have access inside the courtroom of knowing exactly what's going on. I'll be able to tell you what the back of Diddy's head looked like. I'll also be able to confirm with y'all that he's actually on trial. Because you know how people been going around and saying like, is Diddy really locked up? Because nobody has really seen no real footage. So I'm excited about that. And like I said, it's nothing that forced. This stuff is just coming to us, y'all. I ain't going out there. I'm just sitting here turning on my mic and doing my thing, and these different situations are coming my way, in which I like it. I don't like begging and asking anybody for anything. I like to just do my thing, and I believe what's meant for me will come my way. Just continue to work hard, and that's what I do. So I say all that to say that is why I definitely make a point. I don't care who has to take a break or whatever. I'm going to shout out all my subscribers because they mean more to this movement even than pretty much me. Because without the subscribers, y'all don't know what goes on behind the scenes with these platforms and these apps. And without the subscribers, we can't get the truth. So anybody who can subscribe and doesn't subscribe, like if you can afford to, even if it's $3, if you listen to this and you're into the truth, but you don't subscribe, you're doing us a disservice because these platforms not gonna get paid by the big elite corporations. And if we do take money from them, then we can't talk about this same stuff. So I really like to shout out the subscribers because they get it. It's not about money. It's not about, we want money from you guys. It's not about that. It's about preserving the truth. And you can't preserve the truth if you have to take money from Walmart, Target, McDonald's, all these different corporations, because now you have to tone down your content. You can't talk about this, can't talk about that. I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna bust my behind to build a real subscription-based platform to where we can say and do what we want. Just like I served Stevie J. I don't care about him. That's how I want to serve Walmart like that if we have to. I want to serve Target like that if we have to. I don't want to not be able to say something because I'm getting money from this corporation or that corporation, because I gotta eat. I gotta pay bills. So without further ado, let me shout out all the new subscribers who subscribed on Friday or over the weekend. Big shout out to Willie Santos. Big shout out to Michael. Big shout out to G Money 2244. Big shout out to Alexandra. Big shout out to Tiffany Cox. And last but not least, shout out Nastasia. I hope I ain't saying that wrong. It's a pretty name. It's Nastassia. And I'm reading that Nastasia. If I'm reading it wrong, Nastasia, you could correct me just like Shauna did back in the day. I kept calling her Shanna or something. And she said, it's Shauna, pronounced like Donna. She checked me. And ever since, I ain't never got her wrong. I got her name wrong since. So let me get a round of applause. Let's get some thank yous in the chat for Willie, Michael, G Money, Alexander, Nastasia, and Tiffany Cox, because they are helping this platform grow. We are one of the only podcasts and platforms that will be front and center with access inside the courtroom for Diddy. And I'm still going to continue to bring it. Truth telling, saying what it is. I ain't never scared. I'm more scared to not say what it is. I'm more scared to not tell y'all the truth, because I know y'all got my back. That's another thing. I got a crazy following. So people like Stevie J, you just leave me alone, because I really take the high road. I could start a campaign right now because I really do think Stevie J is a snitch. I could start a campaign right now. Stevie J will be on the chopping block. I just don't use my platform just to, bully and do stupid stuff, though. I don't do that. But if you keep playing with me, you're going to force me to stand 10 toes on you, Stevie. Now leave me alone. Anyway, there is a rumor about what the real reason of that the attorney that left Diddy. It went viral on TikTok, and the person who did the video, it made some great points, which is why it has went viral, because it makes a lot of sense. So let's get into that. The article is it's called SK Pop. The writer is Pallavi Kanugo. I'm sorry. But the title of the article is "Why is Diddy being linked?" Oh, real quick. And to anybody that, I always tell you this, but I gotta make a reminder. Anybody have any issues with their subscriptions, all you have to do is send an email to support@buzzsprout.com. support at Buzzsprout, and they will fix it for you. They're very good company. They get with you immediately and they fix it, and I love them. So don't hesitate if it's anything, if it's buffering too much or it won't load or anything like that. You can find it in your show notes. I have the link to Buzzsprout support, but it's Buzzsprout at support.com. So let's get back into this. So the article says, why is Diddy being linked with a necromancy charge, which necromancy has something to do with like witchcraft and devil worship and stuff like that. So it's a viral TikToker claim to explore that of maybe that's the reason, and people are saying that's why the lawyer quit. Let's get into that. One of Sean Diddy Combs' defense attorneys, Anthony Rico, has backed away from representing him as a client in the ongoing federal case. As per Whole Magazine, Rico has filed a motion at the New York federal court on February 21st to withdraw from Diddy's sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy case, citing sufficient reasons. Okay. Now, while the specifics have not been disclosed yet, a viral claim has circulated online that Anthony quit the now disgraced rapper's counsel as alleged necromancy was discovered in Combs' case. This is all alleged, but it makes sense. Especially, I'm going to a story that might co-sign this afterwards. According to Whole Magazine, his lawyer could not defend that sorcery. Now, necromancy, and so you can look it up if you want to, is necromancy. Now, they're saying that the lawyer allegedly couldn't defend that sorcery. However, it is noteworthy there is no verifiable evidence to support it, but it's making rounds because it makes a lot of sense. And Diddy himself has done, well, other people like Day 26, if you recall, Day 26 said that Diddy was doing some type of worshiping, sacrificial type stuff around them, and they were uncomfortable. You read the art. I mean, y'all saw them on when they were crying on that podcast or whatever platform that was, and that were one of the things they were talking about. Also, before we continue, if you remember, Gene Deal said that back when him and Diddy were headed to the courtroom to get the final decision on the case with Shine and J-Lo back in the day, when they say Diddy shot up the club, but Diddy wasn't in trouble for it, and they said that Shine or whatever did it. Well, if you go back, Gene said Diddy did a ritual then with him right there, and this is how the ritual went. He said, this is Gene Deal, the security guard who has told a lot and has been right a lot, actually. So this is what he said. He said they were in a truck and they had some guy with them. And no. It was him and Diddy in the truck, and they met someone at the park and pulled over to the park before going to the trial to get the verdict or whatever. And someone told Diddy, you can get out of it by this little sacrifice. So Gene Deal said they go over to the park, and this man has a bird. The bird is alive. The man has the bird in his hand. He says some type of chant or something, and then he hands the bird to Diddy. And so when he hands the bird to Diddy, he tells Diddy to say something. And then Gene Deal says, after he says something, he tells Diddy to toss the bird. Or let the bird go. So after Diddy says the little chant or whatever, Gene Deal says Diddy let the bird go, and the bird dropped dead. It was no longer alive. It was just like a statue. It was just there. And then Gene Deal said they hopped back in the truck, Deal said he didn't ask too many questions, and they rolled to the courthouse. And as we know, Diddy was found not guilty when everybody pretty much know he was guilty. Even the person who was actually shot in the face said they saw Diddy point and aim and shoot. Now, who knows if that bird incident had anything to do with the verdict or anything? But between Gene Deal, who has been correct on a lot of stuff that he brought to light, which he brought stuff to light years ago about Diddy, and it's just now coming out. A lot of time, it was a long time when people thought Gene Deal was just talking crap, but a lot of that stuff is coming true. So who knows? But between Day 26 saying that, and then Gene Deal saying that he witnessed some type of sacrifice type of thing going on, what this TikToker is saying, and it's went viral for a reason, kind of makes sense. So go on. So, however, it is noteworthy that we're going to continue. One of the accounts to make a claim on the platform, they shared a video about this necromancy charge that was found in ongoing legal matters. Okay, that woman claimed that Anthony Rico once represented Osama bin Laden, and he said allegedly under no circumstances can I represent Sean Diddy Combs. And of course, everybody's saying, like, I mean, you don't get more diabolical than that. If you can't even if you can defend Osama but can't defend Diddy, what does that say? And if you Google necromancy, it's very disgusting. So if you want to, go ahead, but I wouldn't advise it. It's just know that it's some sacrifice, craziness, sorcery, witchcraft junk. That's all you need to know. And so that TikTok garnered like millions of views, and all kind of accounts picked it up, and a lot of people looked into it and was like, okay, we do see those charges on Diddy. So who knows? So Sean Diddy Combs' legal counsel has had 6 defense lawyers at the time before he quit. One of them was Rico, and he's no longer. So now it's just 5 left. But people are really digging into the motion that Rico left, citing he had sufficient reasons, and really wanted to go into what those reasons were. But because of client and lawyer privileges, or whatever that term is, he can't say but so much. But Anthony Rico assured the judge that his resignation would not affect the case current standing, nor will it delay the trial for May 5th. So we will see the truth. One thing about truth, it will come out, and we will see why exactly did this lawyer quit. But it's a lot of smoke behind it, and you know where it is. Where there's smoke, there is fire, and it's a lot of fire. So definitely let's pay attention to that, as that continues to be a topic of discussion, because we do want to know. Now, another topic of discussion is Tony Busby and this Jay-Z situation. Now, you all know Jay-Z, Tony Busby dismissed the case, saying that Jay-Z cleared his name. Jay-Z has been taking his victory laps, celebrating, him and Beyonce celebrating the dismissal. Tony Busby had been pretty quiet, and then all of a sudden we hear this. Tony Busby barred from New York court amid explosive Jay-Z lawsuit scandal. Now, Tony Busby has already responded. But let me give you some of the details of what they said before I go into his response, because his response now has me looking at all of these publications and all of these platforms of like, who can you believe? Obviously, you have platforms that are pro Jay-Z and are running with anything that makes Tony Busby look bad and makes and Jay-Z look good. So the article said that this development of Tony Busby being barred from practicing law in New York, this development has sent shockwaves through the legal and entertainment communities. And then they went back and said that the lawsuit of Jay-Z and Diddy with that younger person, that 3-year-old, not 3-year-old, but 13, they are saying that Tony Busby misstep in making it a voluntary dismissal on that case is what caused this situation to occur. But I don't know if that's true, according to Tony Busby, and I'm gonna get to that. As you know, February 14th, Valentine's Day, Busby voluntarily dismissed the lawsuit with prejudice, which was a legal move that prevents the case from being refiled in the future. Okay. So this article goes on to say, okay, it asks the question, why was Tony Busby barred? And it says the decision to bar Tony Busby from practicing law in Southern District Court of New York was not solely due to the dismissal of the case, but according to legal analyst Megan Cuniff, who I think is being paid by Rock Nation in some kind of way, because she's always on their side. This journalist, who actually, to give you some context, right now she's going back and forth with 50 Cent about a bet. So a bet about ASAP Rocky's case, and she lost apparently, and 50 wants her to pay and all of this. So that's going on. That's Megan Cuniff, if you heard of her. She's a journalist and she's in the middle of some 50 Cent beef right now. But the ban was a result of Busby's failure to obtain the necessary permission before submitting his application for admission to the district court in January. And then it goes on to say that this ban could affect a lot of those Diddy cases that Tony Busby filed as well. Now you read into all that, and it's like, wow, Tony Busby barred, and then this is going on. He might not never be able to practice law in New York again, and maybe anywhere. And it was like everybody was tripping. And then before you can wrap your mind around that, Tony Busby responds via his Instagram with receipts. And the crazy part is, y'all, this story about Tony Busby being barred was picked up by major news outlets. Not just, this ain't something some TikToker said or YouTube or a podcaster. This is major media publications ran with this story that he was barred. And so here was Tony Busby's response via his Instagram page. And if you don't know that Tony Busby had an Instagram page, it is just his name, Tony Busby. Type that in Instagram and you'll find his page. And I quote Tony Busby, "I receive many press inquiries and make no effort to respond to most. I prefer rather to make a one-time general statement and let the various entities use that statement as they see fit." He goes on to say, "Over the past week, I've gotten multiple inquiries from friends and colleagues expressing concern and asking why I have been barred from practicing law in New York State and offering their assistance. I myself have seen several press agencies, some borderline legitimate, reporting that same trash. Let me be clear. I'm licensed to practice law in New York. I'm in good standing with the state bar and have always been. Although I prefer Texas, I'm proud of the legal work we are doing in New York. Don't believe the clickbait or dramatic headlines. Most of what's reported nowadays is pure bunk by those with an agenda. And then in this Instagram post, Tony Busby put his credentials from the Appellate Division of the Supreme Court of State of New York, Third Judicial Department. Says Anthony Glenn Busby was duly licensed and admitted to practice as an attorney and counsel at law in all the courts of this state. And this was all the way back in January 17, 2019. He has duly taken and subscribed the oath of office prescribed by law, has been enrolled in roles of attorneys and counselors at law on file in this office. And then he goes on to say, in witness where I have set my hand in the city of Albany on January 29, 2025, signed by the clerk of court. So Tony Busby dropped the receipts. Now, do I need any more reasons? And now, mind you, no, now I don't know. I'm sure they'll probably pick this story up today, maybe. But as fast as they picked up the story saying he was barred, there are literally no articles as of yet that detail Tony Busby's response. So this right here is why people are running to YouTube and podcasts and different independent sources for their news, because it has got to the point where if you're not getting it from the horse's mouth, you can't even trust some of these big publications. And you don't need me to tell you that. Tony Busby just said it. And he posted his credentials to prove that all of those stories are garbage. But why are they running those stories? MONEY. And Rock Nation got a ton of money. And when you got a ton of money, you got these publications that will say whatever Rock Nation wants them to say. And I imagine some of those top publications that are running that story, if I am to believe what Tony Busby just said, and he's showing the credentials on Instagram, so it's not like he's just saying it. He's showing the credentials, the official seal, and everything. I think some of those publications are going to be in big trouble. And I don't know why they would run it, especially after the receipts that Tony Busby dropped. I don't trust the news, y'all. I'm sorry. And this is the reason. This is one of the reasons, because you don't know how can a big publication, a big trusted publication, run with a story like that if it's absolutely false. Now, if I'm looking at Tony Busby's paperwork, it tells me that the story is absolutely false. The only way that the story will be true is if Tony Busby is posting fictitious documents, which I don't believe that at all, because today, whoever signed this and wherever this came from, they can say today, like, that's not a document that came from, so I really don't think that's the case. I'm sure Tony Busby wouldn't just post fictitious documents for the world to see. So then once I get that under wraps, like, okay, I got what Tony Busby said. Now I'm looking at these publications and saying, I can't trust nothing y'all saying now. Y'all news is basically about whoever is paying y'all the most money, and then y'all run with whatever they want. That's not news. So we haven't seen the last of this Tony Busby, Jay-Z, Rock Nation situation, because now I am sure behind the scenes, Tony Busby is sending all kind of letters to these media publications. Crazy, crazy, crazy situation, y'all. And thinking of a crazy situation, did y'all see the new Jaguar Wright situation? Jaguar Wright, you know, she got the award from for Freedom Award or whatever from at the Trump Mar-a-Lago. I'm not even talking about that. That's old news now. She got that. Way to go, Jaguar. But now she is taking a bigger step. And a lot of people aren't talking about it, but you know I'm gonna bring it up. So I go to my notes. I put in my notes. Make sure I told y'all this before I got out of here. So where is it at? Jaguar Wright is about to do something that is unprecedented in this space. Jaguar Wright is preparing to reveal shocking new information about Diddy and his mentor, Clive Davis, and is ready to contact newly appointed FBI Director Kash Patel to alert them. As we know, Clive Davis has been pretty much going under the radar, has been off the grid. He has not been put front and center in this stuff like he needs to be. As a matter of fact, I'm one of the few people besides Jaguar Wright and a couple other platforms that are even, I'm one of the few that even call out Clive. If you're a subscriber, you know I have a whole series called Surviving Clive and Diddy, detailing all the little shady dealings that Clive has been in the middle of and been able to throw rocks and hide his hand. Well, now that she's got that award, Wright, who previously claimed that Diddy's freak off tapes allegedly show Prince Harry, J-Lo, Beyonce, Drake, Chris Brown, Usher, all type of name, Bieber, whatever. But Jaguar saying Clive Davis is at the heart of it all. And any one of y'all that's following this show or anybody listening that's following this case knows or believes that Clive Davis is at the center of all this, and he is getting no smoke except from people like me or people like Jaguar or other, you know. But you haven't heard Clive Davis on any media. You haven't seen any big media publication do any piece worth a damn on Clive Davis. What sense does that make? We got Diddy, who is in the trial of the century right now, caught doing horrible, horrific acts or alleged. And you mean to tell me that the media can do pieces on Diddy every day since September, and this is going to carry us all the way to May? Every day they're going to have a new Diddy story, and we're going to cover it. But you mean to tell me that we can cover Diddy like that, but none of these big news publications are going to cover his mentor? He has brung so much dirt and mud to the industry. How could they not give any information or do any more articles or pieces on his mentor? That right there tell you something ain't right. Put this in a vacuum. If anybody in the industry or anybody in general was accused of all this crazy stuff that Diddy has been accused of for years, and then he's mentored by one of the most well-known people in the industry, yet we don't even mention him in the news. They act like Clive Davis don't even exist. And now Jaguar Wright is about to go to Cash Patel, who was just appointed. He just got the spot as FBI director. And you already know what is his number one thing he wants to do. He wants to bring out the Epstein list and bring out the Diddy list. So you know he gonna be all ears for whatever Jaguar Wright has to tell him about Clive Davis. All I'm gonna say is watch your back, Jaguar Wright, and everybody watch Jaguar Wright's back, because for it just to be announced that she is about to go to Cash Patel about stuff with Clive Davis, stuff never been told or whatever. Let's just make sure she stays safe. Let's just make sure she stays safe, y'all. And damn, I'm out of time for this podcast, but you know, the live show on YouTube, we're going to continue, so don't go nowhere. But I wanted to get into the Stevie J. So I don't know. For my Apple and Spotify, I will figure it out. Either maybe if I don't get, maybe I'll get to it tomorrow for the Apple and Spotify listeners. I'm going to tell it today to the YouTube live people, but I'll try to get to it tomorrow. And then also, before we get out of here on the Apple and Spotify, just to give you some context of what happened to Irv Gotti. His brother said that Irv Gotti had suffered a stroke while he was playing poker and eating a lot of Chinese food, and he had been battling with diabetes, and that's what took Irv Gotti out, the producer and co-founder of Murder Inc. and the leader of that whole Ja Rule Ashanti movement. So just wanted to let y'all know that that information just came down the pipe. I appreciate y'all. Please, if you subscribe, we want to hit our goal, 10 subscriptions this week, or shoot, 10 subscriptions and by tomorrow, the way we've been moving. So I appreciate the support. I'm gonna continue to bring y'all this straight truth news that's gonna piss off people like Stevie J, Diddy, and whoever else. I don't give a damn. And I'm loud and clear about that. So we're gonna get out of here, but I'm gonna miss y'all Apple and Spotify, but I will be right back to y'all tomorrow with more news. And as always, Apple and Spotify listeners, I love y'all, and I'm out. Yes, 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 yes. Woo! Breakfast crew, what's up? Breakfast crew, hella, how y'all doing? Another great show. Another great show. I'm about to get them set up. Y'all know we ain't going nowhere. Stay. We got more news. I'm gonna get into the Stevie J story since we didn't have time. But let's get it going, man. So yeah, Stevie J. Give me 1 second to get this get us loaded up on Apple and Spotify, and I'm gonna be right back with the Stevie J story and more and more and more and more. All right. So Stevie J, if you know you've been following me, y'all know back about 6 months ago, I had got word through some of the podcasts that I listen to and that I support, that I pay for, and they were saying that Stevie J is possibly one of the snitches, or for lack of better words, one of the people that are working and telling the feds information about Diddy, right? Well, I wasn't the only one. I wasn't the only one who reported that 6 months ago, but my stuff go viral, and for some reason they get mad at me more than anybody else. Oh well. So I ran the story just like 6 months ago. I was like, hey, word on the street that you never know when people close to you might tell on you. I said word on the street is that they're saying that podcasts that I listen to are saying that Stevie J may possibly be one of the snitches, because they know that there is snitches inside of Diddy's camp. And I'm just using the word snitches so everybody know what I'm talking about, because some people be like, that's not a snitch, he's supposed to tell. Yeah, I know. I'm just using snitch so everybody know what I'm talking about. So they were saying that there are snitches inside of Diddy's camp. And I ran that. Next thing I know, Stevie J comes on my post talking about this nigga's a clown. And I thought he was talking about Diddy, because I just knew he wasn't coming on my channel talking about me. So I said something. I replied. I said, you mad? I put, you mad, ? LOL. And then he went on to give me a paragraph talk about he would never snitch and his mama ain't raised him like that. And I said, you know what, bro? I'm a fair person. I will put out a video saying that you say you didn't snitch, you would never snitch, and your mama raised you like that, blah, blah, blah. And then he said, cool, whatever, and liked it. We had a little back and forth, but it was over because he had pissed me off. And I was like, bro, you need to keep quiet, just like you kept quiet about all them bottles of baby oil. That's what I said 6 months ago when he got to going back and forth with me. But we came to a resolution, as I thought, because he said, cool. He liked it when I said I was going to just put a video, because I do both sides. I said, this came from a podcast, but if you want to speak up for yourself, I'll spread that. I don't have no problem. Like I always tell y'all, I'm not out to get nobody. If I was out to get people, I could present my platform a whole nother way. But that ain't my goal. I tell my truth. And then if my truth is wrong, I'll put out whatever we find out. I don't have a problem with that. So anyway, I'm thinking it's over. This is 5-6 months ago. Oh, no. It's about, it's about 3-4 months ago. About 3-4 months ago, because I remember I was at the beach. So yesterday, I'm chilling. And then I see Stevie J pop up on my post again on the same video that we just went back and forth about 3-4 months ago. And I even made a video saying, hey, y'all, Stevie J is speaking up and saying that he didn't snitch. He would never snitch. And it's up for y'all to decide. I made that video. But man, now I'm mad that I even made the video, because I only did it because I'm a fair person. Not no fear. I don't give a damn about no Stevie J or anybody like him. So now you piss me off. So then, okay, so now I'm here. I see him again under the same post. He say the same thing. This nigga's a clown. Then that's when I said, what did I say? I said, because I want to be exact of what I said. The hell did I say? I can't find it. But anyway, long story short, I said basically, look, bro, we already talked about this. I said, this comment is very weird unless you forgot. But let me remind you, we already went back and forth about this. You said what you had to say. I made another video to say this is what you saying, and it was supposed to be over with. I'm not about to argue with nobody about the same thing twice. This is what I said. Then he says, be patient. And I say, always. Like, I'm always patient. Patience is my middle name. I'm here because I'm patient, right? But that ain't enough. Then this jerk comes in my DM talking about, damn, you can't see it. Hold on. Let me see if I can see this. Comes in my DM, you can't see it. He says, be careful crossing the street. So then I respond, my smart aleck self, I say, hey, I appreciate that. But you the one need to be careful for real. Straight like that. And he ain't responded since. Hell out of my inbox, man. Ain't nobody worried about no Stevie J. I just don't have time for them type of, you ain't nobody. I've made 1,000 videos. I had one video mentioning Stevie J and he can't, now he live on my page. Stevie J, you ain't even relevant, man. My people, we don't even talk about you, bruh. But you really pissed me off because now you're doing too much. Leave me the hell alone, bruh. I don't fear none of y'all. None of y'all. Bro, I had to go beat and handle my own against Floyd and 50. And I was a kid. How you think as a grown man, I'm 100 times worse. So I just had to share that with y'all. The whole Stevie J thing, ain't nobody worried about him, but it's really annoying when somebody who you don't even give a damn about, you ain't Diddy, man. Don't nobody care about what you got to say, bruh. Ain't nobody scared about crossing no damn street. So that really pissed me off, y'all, because y'all know me. Like, I try to give you the news. I try to be fair and give my opinion. That's all I do. And if somebody have a problem, if I'm wrong, I will correct it. I don't give a shit. I don't care about that. But ain't nobody going to intimidate me. Nobody. I already got my stars and got my stripes in the game since a youngin'. They know I don't care. I done told every big name person you can name. I done told them how I felt to their face. I don't do all them comments and all that stuff in text messages and all. I'm from Cleveland. We don't do that. I like for you to hear me. I like for you to feel me. So I just like to vent to y'all. Ain't nobody thinking about Stevie J. I just thought it was something I would share with y'all on what's going on with the baby oil bandit boys. Ain't nobody who be in the studio with a bunch of men writing R&B songs and 1,000 bottles of baby oil with a red tinted light gonna scare me, man. Hell out of here. I'm from Cleveland, bro. We don't give a damn about nothing. So I just want to be crystal clear, because I think even though I told him to his face to be on the comment, not to his face, but when he commented in the very first time we had that little back and forth, when I tried to be nice, I tried to give him like two nice comments where it was kind of like I'm trying to see like if it's a lie being spread on you, I can see you being mad. So I tried to give him like a couple courtesy comments. I gave him the "you mad," and then I gave him I said I explained what happened. But then he started getting on that Stevie. And that's when I just said in the same comment, and you could go to the comment. I said it in the comment, reply straight to him, bruh. I'm gonna just say it like this: you need to be quiet, like you was quiet when Diddy was buying all them bottles of baby oil and y'all was doing all God knows what. You kept quiet about the baby oil, but you gonna come on my page trying to talk now. But you ain't want to talk when thousands of bottles of baby oil with some type of clear substance being delivered. You probably was carrying it in. You probably carried it because you were a Diddy assistant. So you probably was carrying the baby oil in. That was your job. Don't come at me with that, bro. I'm not the one. I'm nice because I like to be nice. I ain't scared of nobody. Ask about me. And anybody will tell you, Flo cool, Flo like to have fun, but Flo will tell you to your face. All you little tiny industry people, y'all tiny, little 5'7", 5'7", 5'5" Stevie J, man. Well, I look over you, bro. I look over, guys. Y'all all tiny. I'm the real deal. When you see me in person, I'm really 6'3", 230, and I work out. So when people see me in person, they don't never have no smoke. Every time I see somebody in public, it's always smiles, laughs, and fun, because that's how I am. I ain't trying to bully nobody. I'm not here to be no tough guy. Y'all know that. We here cover news. But Stevie J, he keep popping up on my page, man. Leave me alone, bruh. See, I ain't one of them people you see me in person and I'm a midget. You see me in person, you be like, damn, I ain't no Flo with 6'3", 240 pounds, still dunking a basketball. I'm in great shape. So I'm very comfortable in public. And so I don't want to give Stevie J no more airplay, but I needed to get that out because it just like pissed me off when people like don't know how to respect and appreciate somebody who just giving you grace. I gave you grace. You came on my page talking crazy from the beginning. I tried to give you a little grace, say maybe the podcast, maybe people put out something bad on you, maybe you mad. I gave you that. But now, nigga, I don't care nothing about you, bro. I really might start the campaign and start running around. I really do think you in the paperwork snitching. I might start that campaign, but it's hard because I don't care nothing about Stevie J. So it ain't no passion there for me. So I'm talking mess now. I probably won't, after this live, I probably will never mention Stevie J again because he's irrelevant to me. You tiny, you irrelevant, and you hang with guys that buy thousands of bottles of baby oils and together and do. I don't do none of that. I don't respect nothing you do or about. Never. So I'm going to tell you that. So quit all the riddles and all the watch when you cross the street, all them riddles. What is you saying, bro? Quit being scared. Say what you want to say. I'm from Cleveland. We don't do riddles and rhymes and nursery rhymes and context clues and all that. Say what you mean. Because I say what I mean. So let's get back to this news, y'all. I'm done with Stevie J. I just had to get that out there because I hate when people, and I'm sure y'all feel the same way, I hate people that take our kindness. Don't take kindness for weakness. Because I've been standing 10 toes for 2 years straight, calling out whoever. Stevie J, I ain't even ever called you out. You too small for what I do. I call out big dogs. I don't call out Stevie J's. I wouldn't even know how to find Stevie J's Instagram page if he didn't live on mine. So I really think he just want clout, y'all. I don't even think he really got a problem. I think he know that if he wants some clout, he need me to say his name. I really think that's what it is. Because, bruh, look at my eyes. Ain't no fear, ain't never been no fear. You don't do what I do and be scared. You do what I do because you ain't scared. Like I said, I could come on here talking about my Cavs and the Laker game and all kind of puff pieces that don't mean nothing. If I was scared. No, I'm getting on here. I'm calling out Diddy. I'm calling out racist cops. I'm calling out racist people. I'm calling out murderers. I'm calling out billionaires. You think I'm worried about a Stevie J? My guys wouldn't even know. My people back home wouldn't even know Stevie. If I said his name, they wouldn't even know who he was. If I say, hey, y'all, I'm beefing with Stevie J, they'd be like, who is that? And even when I explain who he is, they're gonna still say, who is that? So I can't. I'm sorry, Stevie J. I'm sure you probably want me to cover you more, but I can't cover you. Exactly. Say what you mean, or shut up. You don't come over here, because one thing about a person from Cleveland is we eat BS immediately. And when you talking in riddles, you ain't really about that. You just hoping that you run across somebody who's scared of you, or who's scared of confrontation or whatever. But that ain't here. Only thing you're gonna do with me is make me really start a campaign that Stevie J is snitch, and next thing you know, you gonna be right on. Everybody gonna be looking for him. Leave me alone. I ain't get my starting stripes from hanging up under nobody like Diddy, being carrying in baby oil and dildos. You carry Diddy's baby oil, man, and then coming on my page. Anyway, let's drop it, y'all. Even though people like to hear me talk my anyway. So you just giving me a reason to talk at Stevie J, because they know this ain't even what I do. I know I ain't scared of nobody, so I don't gotta be Mr. Tough Guy. It's already been proven. The best we gonna do is have a mutual understanding and a mutual respect. But as far as somebody telling me what I can say or watch this or watch that, man, that ain't never worked. That ain't never worked. All they do is piss me off, because I give people a lot of chances, because I have patience. I have control of my emotions. So I can let people say all kind of stuff, but you going too far. And ain't not one member of the baby oil bandits, not one member is going to stop me from saying what I'm saying, or intimidate me, or any of that. All y'all going to do is give me more content, because that's all it is, because it ain't about nothing. My favorite thing since I came into the world, my favorite thing is to let people know how much I don't fear. All I fear is God. Only thing I fear is God. And the baby oil bandits ain't nowhere near God. So y'all can get the hell on with that. On my Sunday, I got to look at Stevie J on my channel. You think I want to see Stevie J in my comment section on a Sunday? I'm chilling, getting ready for the show today. I'm 24 hours away from kicking it with my people, my breakfast crew, my Apple and Spotify crew. I love y'all. I'm looking forward. I'm over there putting my notes together. I'm looking forward to the show today, because I miss y'all. It's been Friday. From Friday to Monday is a long time. So I got to wait from Friday to Monday to see y'all again. And I'm excited and getting ready for that. And then I got the baby oil bandit in my comment section talking about a post we already went back and forth about and squashed it. And I even made a post to give your side. Because I don't give a rip. But I did that because I tried to be fair. I try not to play favoritism, or I'm not going to put out what Stevie J saying because I'm anti-Diddy. No, if he wanted to say something, I said it. But now, 3 months later, here you come again. So now I don't give a shit. All I'm saying is, he come back in my page again. Then I'm gonna make him famous for being a baby oil bandit. And y'all know I'm the king of nicknames. He gonna be forever known as the baby oil bandit once I label him that. So if he come in my comments again, trying to talk or whatever he think he doing, I'm gonna be calling him a baby oil bandit all day long on all my platforms until that's his name. He won't even be known as Stevie J no more. They will call him the baby boy bandit. So play with me if you want to. I've been trying to be nice. Yeah, me. I had nothing to do Sunday either. I'm sitting back excited that I'm about to be, Monday about to come up. I'm about to be with my crew. We about to talk and do what we do and have fun. And here come this soft, funny looking man. Let me just stop. So anyway, what y'all want to talk about? Yeah, he do. He wants to be famous. And if he come on my channel one more time, I'm gonna make him famous. And the whole world gonna call him the baby oil bandit. I'm the nickname king. Remember, I started Mohawk Diddy. I'm the nickname king. That's what I'm known for, is giving people nicknames. And so he ain't even famous enough for a nickname, but he keep playing with me. I'm gonna go ahead and give him a nickname. I'm gonna go ahead and call him the baby oil bandit, and I'm gonna post 1,000 posts about him being the baby oil bandit until the whole world just call him that. From now on, he ain't Stevie J no more. He'll be known as the baby oil bandit if he come on my page one more time. So I'm gonna just leave it like that. I don't even like talk. I'm just trying to get this out of me. I don't even like talking about no Stevie J. I don't watch none of that reality show. I don't know nothing about him besides stuff I don't respect. And to be honest, I try to respect all man, but after him coming in and trying to do too much, I don't respect Stevie J at all. No respect. None. And this ain't no comment. This ain't no secret DM. This is live platform to the world. I have no respect for that man. None. And so also, I want anybody else that may hear this, that may think they're Stevie J. I ain't the one. I'm not the one. I'm the one gonna embarrass you and make you look stupid. So leave me alone, because I'm not out to get nobody. I'm here to tell the same news that everybody is privy to and give my take and give my analysis on what I believe. But I don't care one way or the other. I'm not out to get nobody. I'm not out to get Stevie. I'm not out to get nobody. I don't give a damn. I want to give my truth, kick it with my community. And when I get off this, when I'm off live, I'm eating, chilling, getting some fresh air and relaxing. Don't care nothing about no Stevie J. So don't come on my page no more, bro. Because I really think by me trying to be nice a little bit and handle it, I think you kind of got me all the way fucked up. So I want to correct that and let you know, bro, I ain't the one. And if you come again, then now I'm gonna have to make an example out of you on how hard I really can go if I was out to get somebody on this internet thing. So if you want to be known as Stevie J, leave me alone, because you will be known as the baby oil bandit officially when I get through with you if you keep fucking with me. Hey, Kobe wants to know, he said, I wonder if he makes that face in the mirror. Yeah, hey, look, he mad at me because he made that face. Yeah. Yeah, you mad at me. Face, man, that day, y'all know I let so much bounce off of me. It'd be so many people in them comments. But what made me mad is I hate when I give somebody grace and then they take that as like they think they can say whatever. I don't know. That's how I take it. Because I'm thinking like, bro, we just handled this. And then here you come again. Man, Nas kiss my ass. Nas kiss my ass. I don't care. I was trying to be cool. Cool is over with. Leave me alone. Don't start none, won't be none. I am not the one. Weirdos. The whole
listen, here in New York, all these blogs and podcasts that put a lot of this information out, they all in New York. So you're going to skip over your backyard where they talking about you. You're going to skip over that and come to some podcaster in Cleveland talking about, be careful when you cross the street. Shut the hell up, man. You think somebody worried about anything you got to say? That's the funniest part in this whole world. I beefed with people who actually were scary. I beefed with people who actually were intimidating, who actually were professional fighters. And we have a mutual respect because I'm not out to get nobody. I'm not going to take nothing coming my way. That's just what it is. So there's no way I would ever change or not say something because of a Stevie J or anybody in that category. So I just like for everybody to know that I was trying to be nice, but nice flow is over with because y'all want to keep coming up on my page and my channel. So now I gotta pick whoever the first one, whoever the next one. I'm going all out. I'm about to be on my 50 Cent. I'm about to take a page from my boy 50 Cent book. So we'll see, y'all. I hope I don't have to. I like to stick to the news and stick to our topics. But if I got to take a few moments to serve somebody so they know to leave me the hell alone, I'll do that. Look at, hey, Kobe One Shinobi said my sis been calling him rat face pink for a long as he been out. Yeah. He should know nobody in Cleveland. We don't care about none of that in Cleveland. We ain't scared of nothing in Cleveland, bro. It's real Cleveland, Ohio. If you met a real Cleveland, Ohio boy, you already know. We don't give a damn. I'm a nice version of a Cleveland dude. I'm a nice version. I'm a one that actually I'm gonna take a deep breath and try to figure out a lot of different ways that maybe we can solve this like grown men. That's me. But most Cleveland, we don't even care about that. And that's where I'm at with him. He lost his grace with me now. So you come in my page now, I'm going crazy on you. So I advise him, just leave me alone, bro. I had one post that mentioned him out of 1,000 posts over a 6-month period since Diddy was arrested. I had one post out of 1,000 videos, and he keep doubling back about this one post. Bruh, leave me alone. Beefing with somebody who don't even give a damn about you. This case is about Diddy. I've been covering Diddy in the Diddy case. I ain't covering no damn Stevie J. I don't even care to cover it. To be honest, I'm mad I even mentioned that little article because now you all in my channel. I don't even want to be going back and forth with you, bruh. You make me uncomfortable because every time I see his comment, first thing I think of is what the hell was they doing with all that baby oil? That's all I could think about when I see Stevie J comment on my channel. First thing come to my mind is baby oil and greasy and nasty. Like I don't want you even, bro. Take your weird self and just stay over there, bro. With you and your whatever y'all been doing. I don't want no parts of it. Leave me alone. I don't even want it back and forth because it's weird. It feels gross. I don't even know. You might like me. I don't know. So leave me alone, bro. I deal with who I deal with, and I deal with my circle. And I don't really even talk to nobody outside my circle, bro. That's why I really ignore people. But I see ignoring ain't enough for you, man. So just leave me alone, bro. I ain't comfortable with you. You weird. Your way you move is weird. I don't even want to back and forth with you because it's weird. I'm from Cleveland. We don't know nothing about no 1,000 bottles of baby oil and 1,000 dildos and all this stuff y'all be into in that bad boy camp. We don't know nothing about none of that where I come from. So I don't want to talk to you, to be honest. So just leave me alone. That's what I'm saying. The whole thing is weird. Leave me alone. You done come back. You done came back to the same post we already talked about. Weird. But what's been going on? How was y'all weekend, man? Exactly. All this nasty stuff Diddy done did that you kept quiet about. You want to come on my channel and be loud with somebody you don't even know. You don't know me. I don't know you, Stevie. So to come on my page with all these stupid ass riddles and watch this and be paid, man, shut up, man. Just shut up, bro. That don't do nothing over here. Take that. It's some content creators that you can scare. It's some podcasters you probably can't scare because they don't know y'all and they don't really know that y'all really the most cowardly people on earth. They might not know that. Go bother them. It ain't working this way. Ever. Don't come this way with it. Promise you. So now I'm actually looking forward to you coming back on my now when you come, you're gonna see the difference between a person who giving you grace and a person that's like, I don't give a damn no more. I was trying to give you grace. Now come on my channel now. And see, won't they be on won't they gonna be talking about this on Shade Room? The Shade Room baller alert, all that. The headline gonna read podcaster calls Stevie J the bad boy baby oil bandit. That's gonna be the headline. So leave me alone. But what y'all do? Remember, yeah, I remember Diddy's Halloween costume. But what y'all do this weekend, man? Oh, so something I didn't get to. Something I didn't get to. Something I didn't get to that I wanted to get to. Where was it? So we got to talk more about so let me tell y'all. So yes, y'all, I have access. We have access to the Diddy courtroom. Oh yeah, Jeezy's beat down. So first of all, shout out to Jeezy. Y'all know I know Jeezy. Y'all know I done hit some Mary J with Jeezy. So, but people are saying that this really happened about the beatdown and saying that he really did all that got money. I don't know. We gotta wait to see what Jeezy says. He hasn't said nothing yet, but from what people saying on the internet, that it really happened, and so everybody waiting to see what Jeezy said. Of course, I saw that former NFL player Steve Smith got exposed for humping somebody's wife. That's big news. I'm like, man. But like everybody was saying on the internet, it's like, check your wife, man. You checking Steve Smith, and while you checking him, she might be with another football player. So all I can really say about that is I think that the guy who outed Steve Smith, I think he need to kind of address his wife. Yep, Eve got as far away from him as possible. She told the story of being rugged, and Janet Jack helped her. Who y'all think rugged her? Right. Thank you, Michelle. And I like your edits. because you know they got us. We got to clean it up a little bit on this YouTube, but we doing good. I like your edits with the rugs. But yeah, that's true. Oh, I saw this too, Mini Me. Thanks. Also, hey, y'all, pay another article y'all need to look into is this one that Mini Me brought. Another one she brought to our to the chat. It's American Airlines flight from New York to where New Delhi or whatever, safely in Rome after security concern. Yeah, the plane had diverted, and I think they said basically had to do a U-turn and ended up landing somewhere else because of a bomb threat. And so that was pretty crazy. Coming up at the lunch hour, what y'all gonna give me some topics for lunchtime, y'all. What y'all want to talk about on the lunchtime? Okay, so measles outbreak. I'm gonna look into that. I didn't see that, me. So I'm gonna look up the measles outbreak for lunchtime. But hey, this Jaguar Wright is going to Kash Patel, who already said, the FBI director, Kash Patel, who already said he putting out the Diddy list, and he putting out the Diddy list, and he put out the Jeffrey Epstein list. And so now, so now Jaguar Wright is about to go to Tony Busby. Jaguar Wright is about to go to Kash Patel and tell on Clive Davis. This could be huge. I don't know what information besides what she's already said about Clive Davis. I don't know what she might say, but I don't know. Jaguar Wright. Yeah, that's okay. So that's what Mini Me said. Mini Me believes that Jaguar Wright is trying to get a pardon by snitching on celebrities. That could be true. That could definitely be true. Also, did y'all see? I don't know if y'all been. Shout out to somebody. Somebody cashed out lunch for me today. If it was you, can you let me know or send me a message so I can give you a shout out? I don't know who it was because it don't say a name on my thing, but I definitely want to. Oh, y'all, Jennifer gonna miss lunchtime. Oh, she's working in the ER again. Okay, Jennifer. Well, at least you could catch the rerun after you get done. You can watch it. You can watch it afterwards. But we're gonna definitely miss you in the lunch. Okay, all right, Jennifer. So thank you, Jennifer. You know, I like to always give credit. I appreciate y'all it's been somebody in our group has made sure that I had a good healthy lunch every day, starting with Michelle, then Mini Me, and now Jennifer. Jennifer sent me $50 for lunch, and I greatly appreciate it. And I'm gonna make sure I eat a healthy meal again. You won't be on the lunchtime show to hear about it, but you know I'm gonna describe whatever the meal was I got. So make sure you tune in and watch after you get done in the ER. And we know you working hard, because one thing about our whole crew, we all work hard at whatever the hell we do. Everybody got their own lane, but I know one thing, we all work hard. So Jennifer, I appreciate it. Thank you, Jennifer. Everybody in the chat, I appreciate all the love. And I told y'all, when y'all give me lunch money, I make sure I buy healthy food. I kind of gorged out with Michelle because I had a taste for Wingstop, and she gave me that at the right time. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna get all this Wingstop, but I'm gonna make sure I get healthy stuff, because I'll be trying to make sure I eat right. We definitely gonna miss you. What you messing me about? Oh wow, I gotta look into that. Shauna says she messaged me on Instagram. I didn't see that, but she said her daughter's school security system is getting hacked, and all the info of the students was leaked. Wow. Hey, Shauna, Can you tell us about that? We'll talk about that on the lunch show. Give us some information on that. Okay, y'all, check it out. Check it out, y'all. Everybody keep your fingers crossed. Say a prayer, whatever you do to help people. Amy is hoping to pick up another contract so she can break up with the assisted living facility because they are not paying her again. And we don't like when these big companies with all this money take advantage of us. So let's pray and cross our fingers and hope that Amy gets that new contract. So Amy, you know, I got your back, and everybody else. There you go. Look. They know, Patricia. They know. Don't get the flow gang on you. That's what they don't know until they know. Like, people don't understand the following that I have. Like the following we all run through. Because my following know I run through a brick wall for y'all. So my following run through a brick wall for me, and I got a lot of them. And so, to the Stevie J's and all the rest of them, don't get on the list. Just don't get on the list, because then you'll see exactly how many people really got my back. Because guess what? My following ain't because they saw me on some reality show throwing drinks in people's face. My following ain't because I was hanging up under somebody writing R&B songs with thousands of bottles of baby oil. My following didn't come from making toxic songs trying to bring down the community. My 500,000 followers that I have across all these platforms came from standing up for justice. That's where all my following came from. So I got 500,000 people who give a damn about what's going on in this world and follow me because I give a damn. So when you got us on your back, it's a difference. My 500,000 followers ain't like your 500,000 followers, Stevie, or whatever your following is. They follow you because y'all throw drinks in people's face on reality shows. Them people don't care, really. They follow you to see how goofy you is. They follow me to see what I got going on in my brain and what's the next thing that we need to be attacking. We ain't even in the same breath, bruh. My following different. My followers an army of people who give a damn that started over 2 years ago of me calling out the top 2%. That's where my following came from. It didn't come from no goofy viral post or nothing like that. My followers came because we are all bonded together, because we all stand for justice and we stand for people who don't have a voice. That's the only reason you following me. Anybody that's following me, that's why you following me. So you don't want it with the flow gang. We really do this. I ain't got a bunch of followers who just follow me because they see me hop in a private jet and write R&B songs or follow me because they see me in the latest Gucci or because I'm hanging with Puff. That ain't where my followers came from. My followers came from standing on business. Out of them 500,000 people, they all follow me because what we got in common is we all stand on business. So that's a different following. Amy said a multi-billion-dollar corporation that can't cut a simple check to the residents that they're being charged for. They do it all the time, Amy. Exactly. Stevie J got his fame by clowning his baby mama on Love and Hip Hop. So if you got a bunch of followers who follow you for clowning your baby mama, then what that tell you about your followers? It don't say nothing bad about your followers. It just means they follow you to hear you talk goofy. They don't follow you to know what's going on in the world. They don't follow you because they like to hear your thoughts and how you break stuff down. No, they follow you because you clowning your baby mama. I would never clown my baby mama. Did we get along a lot of times? Or are we best friends? Heck no. but you will never hear me say nothing bad about my baby mama, my son's mother. I don't care what happened. We ain't the best of friends. But I never say no. I would never do nothing but say good things about her. I tell you that. So we just different people in general. You will never hear me say nothing bad about my son's mother. Ever. And just like any human being, she has pissed me off, just like I'm sure I've pissed her off. But you ain't gonna never see me go to no internet or make no scene or talk down on her ever. And if anybody else talk down on her, I'll be on their ass. So just that alone, Stevie, we just two different people, bro. And which is why I don't even want a back and forth with you, bro. Because I don't talk to people like you. I just keep it moving. I don't even want to argue. I don't care if it's negative or positive. I don't want to talk, bro. I don't want to talk. But yeah, man, this was a heck of a show. I'm glad to be back. I miss y'all over the weekend. We built different. Yeah, feel it. Kobe Watanabe, no. We built different. And that's why we connected. Because we all have that similar polish. That we not gonna take stuff to different places. Like any man that's bashing and getting followers by bashing their baby mama, I can't, nobody I hang with respect that. Now we might vent to each other about things we don't like. That's what we do amongst friends. But ain't none of us about to be out loud talking about our child's mother. No matter how you feel about it, that's your child's mother. That means everything in the world to your child. Your child don't care what you say about their mama. And if you don't know that, you wasn't raised right, which I can tell you wasn't raised right, though. You wasn't raised right at all. In my family, you ain't talking about no damn, you're not bashing your child's mother in my world, where I come from, whatever she is. You just don't do that for a lot of reasons. I ain't got time to break it down to you. If you don't know by now, you 50-something, 60, I don't know how old you is. If you don't know by now, you ain't gonna never know, so I ain't gonna waste my time. Yeah, not on TV for the world. Never. Never. Y'all can go back to all my social media platforms. You can go back to everything I ever said. Y'all ain't never heard me talk bad about my son's mom, man. So I don't respect you just from that alone. Exactly, Amy. Exactly. That's still part of your child. Yeah, that same DNA in that mom is running strong through that child. So when you disrespect her, you disrespecting half of your child. So I never got into that. I never understood women who dog the child's father to the child, and I never understood fathers who dog their child's mother for the world. I never understood either side of that. And I won't be a part of it. Now, do I talk to my best friend about stuff? Heck yeah. Wow. Metal detectors at the hospital. Oh, G Money, I already gave you a shout out, but let me give you another one, y'all. Shout out to G Monet Money 2244 for subscribing and supporting. And so, Amy, let me go back to Amy. You were saying Apple and Spotify. We'll see the Buzzsprout link that's in my notes. That's a Buzzsprout. That's not Apple or Spotify. So it's its own. If you want to support the podcast, you just go to Buzzsprout and subscribe. it really doesn't have nothing to do with Apple and Spotify. It's just that the majority of my audio podcast listeners, or the majority of podcast listeners in general, come from Apple and Spotify. Buzzsprout is the main hub. That's who hosts my podcast. But Buzzsprout distributes it to Apple, to Spotify, to YouTube, to all these different podcast platforms. And so my subscriptions run through Buzzsprout. And so I say Apple and Spotify because 90% of the listeners come from Apple and Spotify. So those are the ones who pretty much subscribe. So to answer your question, Amy, that you asked earlier, how you support if you're not fooling with Apple and Spotify, is you go to the Buzzsprout link. Actually, I put it in the description of this video. I put the Buzzsprout subscription link. And so definitely please check it out if you want to support the podcast. Like I told y'all, before we get out of here, do y'all know how big it's going to be for us to have inside exclusive access to the courtroom when the Diddy trial start? And I didn't even ask for it. It just came to me. So we are about to have so much access, it ain't even gonna be funny. So I just wanted to celebrate that with y'all. We did this. This ain't just me. Y'all support. Shauna been supporting. Shauna was the very first person to kick it with me. The first day I did the live show, Shauna was the first one there. She was there the very first live YouTube show I did. And as we've gone, we're growing and growing at a rapid pace. And like I always say, so I appreciate y'all. Anybody that's watching, anybody that shares my content, likes it, comments, any of that, y'all all are a part of this. And I just feel blessed and so appreciative. I don't know what to say. I'm just so happy for y'all. Like, to be honest, I could do without going to the court or any of that. But I'm so happy to be able to provide that type of content to all my day ones and everybody that support me. That's why I'm excited about it. It ain't really just about me. I'm excited for the opportunity to bring content to people who support me that a lot of the world ain't gonna get this access. And I get to bring it to the people who, for some reason, clicked on my Instagram or my Facebook or my TikTok or found me on the podcast on Apple and Spotify or YouTube or Facebook. Wherever you found me, I'm just glad y'all found me. And I'm gonna continue to bust my ass and give y'all the best content I can on a daily, because it actually means something to me to do that. So again, I was happy when I got the news over the weekend, and it's just beautiful to be able to bring that type of stuff to people who take a chance on you, who believe in you, who subscribe. Shoot, Mona Mini-Me subscribed to my podcast pretty much day one when I didn't even have nothing to offer. She didn't even know, how would she even know if I was even going to do a podcast and stick to it? But Mini-Me subscribed. She's the very first subscriber to my podcast when I didn't even have no exclusive content, and I wasn't even asking anybody to subscribe. So when you get that type of support and you somebody that's like me, it don't do nothing but make you go harder, because I really do appreciate it. And my appreciation comes by doing whatever I got to do to make sure that we get the news that we need to have. So I appreciate everybody. Yep, I appreciate it. Amy just summed it up. Y'all are sometimes the only connections I get. I love this group. I love this group too. I love each and every one of y'all. And I'm glad that y'all peeped that I was a real one and took a chance on me before y'all even knew. It was my first episode, and Mona had already subscribed. I'm on episode 100 now and counting. approaching 100,000 downloads in about a week or two. So y'all, I got to get to lunch. Facebook, anybody in Facebook that watch me, I appreciate you. Appreciate the lunch crew. Y'all know I got to bring out our music. You know we got to, I got to come with the music. Make sure y'all DM me some topics for the lunch show. If you still right here, we will be back on at lunch with my boy Greg to talk about everything that's going on today. 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jennifer sent me $50 for a super chat for lunch. About to see what healthy I can get. I'm gonna let y'all know at lunch what I ate and how it tasted and all of that good stuff. Let's get the we are. Yeah, we do need to celebrate the big numbers. Much love to everybody in here. Make sure y'all come back and comment on this post. Once this live is closed out, please come back to this post and leave a comment in the comment section below the video. The more comments, the more they send this video out. So please, we got 19 people in here. Everybody like the live, share the live before you leave, and come back and comment, y'all. We out.